Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Call hello, Yahweh, by Shem Shai, by Shem Kodash. Of course, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone, who are out there on the highways and byways with the rest of us, and are due double honors. Salutations go out to the Akim out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth throughout the four corners with all honest and sincerity, trying to wake up the hopefully elect, the remaining hopefully elect. This is Nama of the DC camp. And this news correspondent, Tiffany Cross, I don't know if anybody is familiar with her, MSNBC, it says she made the declaration that we're already in a civil war. And I have to agree. If you're noticing, don't know if they're using Trump, as a prop. What's going on? Because certain things you see have never happened to a former president. All right, which goes to show you too that this place is just beyond repair. All right, it's going down. But continuing on with this is from mediate.com. I guess I said that right. Anyway, so let's go ahead. It says, filling in as a guest host on the readout, Cross blamed right-wing Ming for stoking hatred among conservatives. She pointed to the response from some conservatives who have reacted with outrage after last week's FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago. Agents executed a search warrant and removed boxes of government documents former President Donald Trump was supposed to give to the National Archives upon leaving. In response, some Republicans have said Democrats have weaponized the defense of justice and the FBI. Others have gone so far as to demand that it be defunded. And this is true. If you've noticed, a lot of things have happened. I'm going to show you. Everybody likes to sleep on the Democrats, but no, it appears that they do not want this man to even have a chance to run again. They've tried discrediting him amongst his base. That was what that joke of fact-finding farce that they held a few weeks back on national TV as for the January 6th commission that they so-called. That's all that was about. And in case you weren't paying attention, one of the heads of that, Liz Cheney, she got beat in the primaries. I'll just leave it at that. All right. And that the percentage sent a message. And in fact, a lot of people that are pro-Trump are winning their primaries. So that doesn't bode well. We're in the midterms now. All right. So it's a good possibility that a lot of seats are going to be lost and the Dems will no longer have control of either the House or the Senate. That this president that we have will be a lame duck for the next 2 years. So the only thing he could do at that point is issue out executive orders, which he's been doing. Then you know too that this bill that he signed back in March about this money. See, a lot of people don't understand what the hell's going on. This is all a game to some people, but it has serious implications for people like you and me. All right, and a lot of people not knowing this, paying attention to the wrong things, oh man, they're gonna get caught out there. All right, but she's right at this. It says, at this point, going on, it says, at this point, I do think we have to have serious conversations around preparing for actual violence. And she's right. So may I turn to, real quick, this other article, as soon as I get it here, as soon as I can get out of this. Let's see. What the hell? So, like, here we go. Anyway, so down in Florida, I mean, they just going, damn. So, Florida GOP candidate facing backlash after calling on citizens to shoot federal agents on sight. As a result of, guess what? So, again, this is from rawstory.com, and it says a Florida Republican candidate for the House was suspended from Twitter in the final days of his campaign, which brings up something else too. They're going to eventually shut down the net. All right. Not only because of things like this, but too much information has gotten out, and you have to realize that the last 2.5 years now, a lot of people didn't get the you know what because of social media. All right. So they're still pretty ticked off about that. And it's still, anything you say about that is considered medical misinformation. I know that because just as of yesterday, I had to deal with that bullshit. A video I forgot I even made, they brought up, you know. So anyway, Luis Miguel, who is running against incumbent Representative Bobby Payne, was suspended after he tweeted, "Under my plan, all Floridians will be able to shoot FBI, IRS, ATF, and all other federal troops on sight. Let freedom ring." Maybe a little bit too intense there, Miguel. I'm sorry to have to post this, but this man is running for office in my area. It's real, and it's dangerous, one Twitter user wrote in response to the tweet. I believe we must turn the mirror in on the lies being used to stir up people for heinous purposes. Someone is going to get killed. My heart is broken. Speaking to Florida politics, Miguel said the suspension was permanent but doesn't affect him at all. He then doubled down on his tweet, saying that it was justified because the IRS has been weaponized by dissident forces. And what he's referring to, they are arming IRS agents. And let me see if I can pull that up. Hold on. I didn't intend to do it, but IRS agents. Let's see. Armed. Let's see. Now this says, fact check. The IRS is not hiring thousands of armed agents. All right. That's from 7 days ago. Let's see here. This is what everybody's worried about. This is from the Washington Examiner. Like I said, you got to be careful, but here's another one underneath it, AmericanMilitaryNews.com, and it says IRS hiring agents that must carry gun. All right. Now let's look at this on the Daily Signal. That was, let's see, 7 days ago. Here's the Independent Sentinel, 87,000 new armed IRS agents to assure you will own nothing and like it. Going on along with what was said by Klaus Schwab. He's the head of the WEF, the World Economic Forum. All right. And this is a job posting. This is a New York Post. This is a legitimate. Let's look into that. IRS faces online uproar over special agent job posting requiring use of deadly force. So did they actually print this? An online job posting for special agents within the law enforcement branch of the Internal Revenue Service is causing a stir on social media as Congress prepares to pass a spending bill that will greatly expand the federal agency. A link to a job posting for criminal investigation special agents appeared to have been briefly deleted on Wednesday, following online criticism of the posting's language, though it reappeared back online after a Fox Business inquired to the agency. So they did post that. A key requirement for applicants is that they have to be legally allowed to carry a firearm, and major duties include carry a firearm and will be willing to use deadly force if necessary, and be willing and able to participate in arrest, execution of search warrants, and other dangerous assignments according to the job posting. The requirement that agents be willing to use deadly force if necessary drew heated criticism online, although the same language appears in job postings for other law enforcement agencies such as the FBI. But again, it's not something you would associate with the IRS, right? So that's what drew a large amount of attention, and you can imagine. All right, so that's what they're up in arms about. And hey, what'd you expect? Let's see, what is something caught my eye here. Oh, the uproar over the post coincided with criticism of the proposed expansion of the IRS under the Inflation Reduction Act, which includes an $80 billion boost to the IRS over a 10-year period, with more than half intended to help the agency crack down on tax evasion. If passed, the money would go toward filing 87,000 IRS positions, more than doubling the agency's current size. And you have to ask yourself, why? Now, as far as this crackdown on tax evasion, who do you think? Are they going after the really rich? Come on, people. Don't do that. Don't. Please don't believe that. Hell no. Alright, so let's go back to where I was. This is why people are in an uproar. Alright? And this just highlights the fact that what we've been saying all along. This is a good time to be alive. This is when you see your enemies, and this is something that Jake has a problem with. When you see your enemies fighting among themselves in a downward spiral, don't interfere. Oh, this is Mark 3, because they do the same to you and me. Yes, they do. They just stand back and watch the show. This is Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. So these things that, by the way, these tactics that they use against us, and that's also scriptural. That it's many scriptures in the Bible here that talks about the person that sets up snares, as this individual Edom does. These things are going to get him in the end. All right, Psalms 7 verses 15 and 16, Psalms 9, 15, and several others. All right. He who digs a pit, he himself is going to fall into that very same pit. All right. And he's gotten away with so much for so long. That's what's going to make this all the more enjoyable. All right. Because these curses that we are under, they're being transferred with him. This is according to Deuteronomy 30 and 7. All right. It's beautiful to see. Beautiful. Let's see if there's anything left to this. His call, that's Miguel here, his call for shooting federal agents is still live in Instagram, where the remark has stirred up a number of negative comments. Someone said getting desperate for attention, or you're just insane. This isn't helping our cause, added another. Uh-huh. Why do you think it's been allowed to stay up? That was my next question. Yeah. And in case you're wondering, uh, this bill that Biden signed as far as the money and everything going digital, supposedly, it's going to take effect this December, the beginnings of it, or January. All right, so enjoy your cash and coin as you know it, the money system as you know it now, because things are dwindling down. All right, there's a whole lot of stuff going on. It's not for show. It's a method to these motherfuckers' madness. All right. Let's see, we've been telling you about these food shortages. Everybody's got the impression that, well, things are going to return to normal because the gas has been going back. They are setting you up. All right? Don't fall for it. This is not going to get better. Hey, so with that, I hope that, I hope that whoever views this is edified and takes it very seriously about prayer, about repentance. All right, because this place is out of here. This place called America, and this is not just America. This is worldwide, showing you the levels that are involved here. These are the elites, the elite banking families. They're the ones that control everything. They shut the whole world down over something no more powerful than a common cold. By and large, using lies, misinformation, and people being stupid enough not to check out things for themselves, totally trusting in your oppressor. And it worked. And they're back there like clapping and laughing. We couldn't have done it without you stupid monkeys. Hence, something we've already said, the dumbing down of America. All these electronic gadgets. It's like you're just out and about and you see people, their faces are just buried in these devices. All right. Hey, so with that, until the next video, hey, shalom.